Hey everyone! Today we're diving deep into one of the most epic and mysterious moments from Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire, the icy showdown between our favorite titans, and the terrifying Skar King. But here's the burning question. Why didn't Skar King freeze while riding Shimu, the frost-breathing titan? Was it just a plot hole, or is there a deeper explanation? Let's break it down. In the movie, Skar King, the ruthless ape warlord, teams up with Shimu, a frost-breathing titan, to take on Godzilla and Kong. Shimu's icy powers are insane. She can freeze entire landscapes with a single breath. But here's the thing, Skar King is riding her like a boss, completely unaffected by the freezing temperatures. How is that possible? Let's explore the theories. First up, let's talk about Skar King's biology. This guy isn't your average ape. He's a massive, genetically enhanced titan with thick fur and a muscular build. Could his body be naturally resistant to extreme cold? Think about it. Real-world animals like polar bears and Arctic wolves have evolved to survive in freezing environments. Maybe Skar King's physiology allows him to withstand Shimu's icy aura without freezing solid. Skar King is likely immune or resistant to extreme temperatures due to his biology, similar to how other kaiju can withstand harsh environments. Maybe his massive size, unique physiology, or even his origins in the deep unknown give him an advantage when it comes to withstanding environmental hazards. But that still doesn't explain everything. Plus, Skar King is a warlord who's been around for centuries. He's probably faced all kinds of extreme conditions, so it makes sense that he'd have some built-in resistance. But is that enough to explain why he doesn't freeze? Let's move to the next theory. With Shimu being native to a cold environment and potentially even manipulating ice or freezing temperatures, it's not surprising that Skar King, in full control of the creature, could be somewhat shielded from the cold. Imagine riding a creature that can resist extreme weather conditions. It might just provide a protective blanket. Here's a wild idea. What if Shimu can control who she freezes? Maybe her icy breath isn't just a blanket effect, it's targeted. This would explain why Skar King stays warm while everyone else turns into popsicles. Think of it like a video game where you can choose your allies and enemies. Shimu and Skar King are on the same team, so she's not going to freeze her own rider, right? Imagine Shimu's like, not you boss, you're cool, literally and figuratively. But is this too convenient? Let's dig deeper. Now this is where things get really interesting. Skar King isn't just a brute, he's a master strategist with access to advanced technology and possibly even ancient Titan magic. Could his armor or weapons have some kind of thermal regulation system? Or maybe he's using a magical artifact to protect himself from the cold? Imagine if his armor has built-in heaters or a force field that blocks Shimu's freezing effects. That would be next-level cool, pun intended. But until we get more details from the MonsterVerse lore, this remains a tantalizing possibility. Finally, let's talk about the bond between Skar King and Shimu. These two aren't just random allies, they're a team. Maybe their connection goes deeper than we think. Could Shimu's powers somehow adapt to protect Skar King? Or is there a symbiotic relationship where Skar King's presence enhances Shimu's abilities without harming him? Now, there's another aspect to consider, and that's the story itself. Sometimes in films like Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire, certain things happen for the sake of the narrative. Skar King's lack of freezing could simply be a plot convenience. After all, it's not too unusual for action films to bend the rules of physics and biology a little when it comes to making a character look stronger or more menacing. It's possible the filmmakers wanted to emphasize Skar King's dominance and resilience, and so they chose not to show him freezing up as the battle escalated. After all, it wouldn't be very intimidating if Skar King was constantly battling the cold while trying to ride Shimu and face off against Godzilla and Kong. A character this powerful needs to appear as though nothing can stop him. It's like they're two halves of a terrifying frosty boat. This theory adds a layer of depth to their partnership and makes their dynamic even more fascinating. It's possible that the armor is crafted from a material that is specifically resistant to the cold, much like how certain metals are designed to withstand high temperatures. The glowing elements on his armor might also be a clue that Skar King's outfit has been engineered to absorb or deflect energy, whether it's heat or cold. This would provide a constant, stable body temperature for Skar King, no matter how extreme the environment around him gets. Another explanation could lie in Shimu itself. Shimu is no ordinary creature. It's a massive ice-based titan that controls cold with such precision that it can freeze entire environments. This suggests that Shimu is more than just a passive vehicle for Skar King. It might actually play a pivotal role in protecting him from the cold. Now, let's consider the biology of Titans in general. We know that Titans in the Godzilla universe are resilient to all sorts of environmental factors, from intense radiation to extreme weather. But what makes Skar King different? Is it his genetic makeup? Is he a more evolved form of Titan? Or does his unique physiology give him an edge when it comes to surviving extreme temperatures? Think about it. Godzilla can survive in the depths of the ocean and withstand extreme heat, while Kong has adapted to tropical environments and shows impressive physical endurance. Each Titan has its own set of abilities that help them survive. Skar King, being an ancient leader, may have evolved to survive extreme conditions, potentially even colder ones. Perhaps Skar King's origins in the deep ancient parts of the world, places far removed from the known ecosystem of Titans, have given him special abilities. Maybe he comes from an environment where cold is the norm, and his body is adapted to not only resist the cold, but thrive in it. Could Shimu's body be generating warmth, or creating some sort of localized temperature field that shields Skar King from the harsh conditions? It's possible that Shimu's presence naturally creates a warmer bubble of air around Skar King, keeping him safe from freezing temperatures. Maybe the creature's massive size and its connection to ice give it a unique ability to influence the environment, not just by freezing things, but by controlling the temperature around it. Let's take a step back and understand who Skar King is. Skar King is a new, incredibly powerful Titan introduced in Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. His role as the leader of a faction that challenges Godzilla, and Kong paints him as a powerful antagonist, someone who commands respect and has the strength to match his ambitions. Here's a wild idea. What if Shimu can control who she freezes? Maybe her icy breath isn't just a blanket effect, it's targeted. This would explain why Skar King stays warm while everyone else turns into popsicles. Think of it like a video game where you can choose your allies and enemies. Shimu and Skar King are on the same team, so she's not going to freeze her own rider, right? Imagine Shimu's like, "Not you, boss, you're cool," literally and figuratively. But is this too convenient? Let's dig deeper. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Skar King isn't just a brute. He's a master strategist with access to advanced technology and possibly even ancient Titan magic. Could his armor or weapons have some kind of thermal regulation system? Or maybe he's using a magical artifact to protect himself from the cold? Imagine if his armor has built-in heaters or a force field that blocks Shimu's freezing effects. That would be next-level cool, pun intended. But until we get more details from the MonsterVerse lore, this remains a tantalizing possibility. He is a colossal being with a terrifying presence, and just by looking at him, we can tell that he's built to survive harsh environments. But what's interesting is that we don't really know the full extent of Skar King's origins just yet. The film hints at his ancient power, but we don't have all the details. This leaves us with several questions. Is Skar King a genetically enhanced Titan? A creature with unique resilience to extreme environments? Or is there something deeper at play here? So, why didn't Skar King freeze while riding Shimu? It could be his natural resistance, Shimu's selective freezing, advanced tech or magic, or even their unique bond. The truth is, the MonsterVerse loves to keep us guessing, and that's part of what makes it so fun. What do you think? Did I miss any theories? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future Titan-sized content. Until next time, stay awesome and keep roaring with the Titan.